was freezing in that jail facility.
It's 60 degrees.
Naked, freezing, they shut off the water supply. As we're talking right now, jail 7, cell 7. He's sitting in there. Every day, I'm going to be voicing out those inmates that don't have a voice on the outside. My brother Mustafa ALJAZAIRI has been on solitary confinement for 6 months.
On a falsified police report.
On a falsified police report.
And
he's locked up since April.
And the Commonwealth Attorney knows it. Amy Ashworth knows it.
The Commonwealth Attorney knows the police report is falsified. She has the audio to the conversation when investigator drunk talked to her. I ask you a question. I want to pretend that we're not talking about Mustafa ALJAZAIRI. I want to pretend that we're not talking about my brother. I want you to imagine for 2 minutes that you're driving your vehicle. You get in your vehicle, your family is in that vehicle, and you're driving down the street. A vehicle cuts you off. You're having a normal day. And out of nowhere, a vehicle cuts you off. You can't get back into lane. Okay? You have a dash camera in your car. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Imagine. It's not my brother. It's you. I want you to imagine it for 2 minutes. You're having a normal day. You get in your vehicle. Your family gets in the vehicle. And you're driving down the street. You have a dash camera in your car. And a vehicle comes out of nowhere. Something happened where you can't get back into traffic. Next thing you know, you see a white light. Next thing you know, you wake up in the hospital. They tell you that you were helicoptered to the hospital. You were in a 30-minute coma. And you just lost your family. I want you to imagine. We're not talking about my brother. We're talking about you. You woke up, found yourself in the hospital, and they're telling you the accident was really bad. You were helicoptered to the hospital, and you were in a 30-minute coma, and your family passed away. And then they're doing their DUI. They're checking if you're drunk or you're on drugs. They determine that you're not drunk, you're not on drugs. And they release you from the hospital. But then when they release you, you're in a wheelchair. You can barely walk. You've got cut wounds all over your body. You can barely walk. And you're processing that you just lost your family. Your family takes you home. 2 days later, you're still grieving over your family. And you're processing everything. And you're trying to heal from everything. Investigator calls you on the phone. Investigator calls you on the phone. He has a 30-minute conversation with you. Your family records that conversation. And we're not talking about my brother, we're talking about you. I want you to imagine. Investigator talks to you on the phone. A couple of hours later, a warrant is issued for your arrest. They take you to Prince William County Jail. Your family retains a lawyer, and then they find out that the police report is falsified. Investigator falsified the police report. He asked my brother on the phone, as a family, we found out that the police report is falsified. On the phone, the investigator, what he did, he would ask my brother, Mustafa ALJAZAIRI, and he gets the ex-boyfriend spreads a rumor. He says they were arguing in the vehicle. So the investigator, when he talked to Mustafa, he asked him a question. He's like, Mustafa ALJAZAIRI, were you arguing with your girlfriend inside the vehicle? Mustafa, I have a recording conversation. Mustafa tells him, I wasn't arguing with my girlfriend. Why would I argue? I love my girlfriend. I have a dash camera in my car. I don't know what happened. I was driving, and then a car came out of nowhere, told me I'll try to get back into traffic, and then I woke up in the hospital. I saw a white lady and I woke up in the hospital. But the investigator, what he did, in the police report, he wrote, if you read the police report, under Free Mustafa ALJAZAIRI, under TikTok, Free Moses, in the police report, he put, Mustafa stated, I was arguing with my girlfriend. Mustafa stated, in the car, I was angry at my girlfriend, and then I drove into oncoming traffic. That police report, that's what it says. And then you listen to the audio when he talked to the investigator. He never said anything like that. The investigator falsified the police report. Now you're sitting in jail. Now we're not talking about my brother, we're talking about you. Now you're sitting in jail. Do you know the police report is falsified? You know you have a dash camera? This could happen to anybody. This could happen to you. This could happen to your kids, your son, your daughter, your mom. You could be in a vehicle and an investigator could lie. My brother is sitting in jail on a falsified police report, and he would call us from jail. He would ask us, did you take? He would ask us, did you take? He would tell us, did you take the police? Did you take the audio to the chief of police? Did you take it to the police department? Did you take it to anybody that cares that this investigator lied on my police report? These conversations are recorded when he calls my family. Next thing you know, we don't hear from my brother for 3 days. Every day he would call us. We don't hear from him for 3 days. On the third day, we hear from him, and he tells us the horrific details of what he went through. 10 correctional officers handcuff him behind his back, strip him naked, beat him up, deny him medical, left in a room, no medical, beat him up where they almost killed him. To the point where he couldn't walk. That's how bad they beat him up. Imagine that happens to your son. Imagine that happens to your daughter. Imagine that happens to you. You're in jail on a falsified police report, and because you want the investigator that's been there for 20 years held accountable, 10 correctional officer would go in and beat you up where you can't walk. We're living in a time where this is happening. And if this, we're not talking about Mustafa. We're talking about anybody. They can do this to anybody. They can do it to you. They can do it to your loved ones. My brother sits in front of a judge, and the judge doesn't know that the police report is falsified. Sarah Sammy, the prosecutor, she says she heard the audio, she read the police report, and she knows that the police report is falsified. When we tell Mustafa's lawyer, he tells us, if you file a formal complaint, it's going to embolden the prosecutor to protect her police officer. I've got this on video, and it's circulating. In court, Sarah Sammy, she says, I heard the audio. So you know about the falsified police report, but you're building a whole entire case. My brother has a dash camera in his vehicle that shows he's innocent. They muted the audio, they edited the dash camera, but the Lord has other plans. Even with the edited version of the dash camera, it shows that my brother is innocent. They did the same thing they did on Ohio with that one lady that they shot in the parking lot when her family demanded for the body cam. They edited the body cam. They think people are stupid. They think people are stupid. They think people are dumb. But we're here. My family is here.